Today is September 2nd of 2022, and I want to talk about criminal backgrounds. Right now, entrepreneurs, employers tell us to get a criminal background, to stand on our legs for 8 hours a day, hand a plate, hand a drink, or help someone's eyes look at a price tag for a domesticated good or some mechanical appliance or a technical repair, something that they could have done by themselves, or they could have dropped it off, or they could have had a different process in which they are doing distribution or delivery or the maintenance of a life that is very personal and, if not urgent, could be done at any time or any moment. You know? But unfortunately, people like me who have a nervous system are life threatened every day to be homeless, terrified of a weapon in the hands of everyone called planet Earth, a geology that electrocutes you on spot, with extra electrocution reserved in the density of itself, weather that you'll never see, temperatures, animals, bugs, insects, your own biology, headaches, migraines, menstruation, the need for food, the opportunity to rot right in the eyes of your enemies who allowed such situations so they could feast cannibalistically off of your existence, though you wouldn't deserve what they're doing. And they deserve so much pain and suffering. But entrepreneurs say, I need to do a criminal background on you because I'm not sure that you could stand on your legs 8 hours a day, be locked behind a prison bar, and then be life threatened and forced to do service that is slavery for a total stranger. I need to check and see if you're a criminal. I'm like, I think this is the place for criminals. Why would you do a background check? Can you imagine? You walk in FDA, right? It's an above ground sewer. It's dirty, filthy. There's roaches crawling all over. You're going to be standing on your legs 8 hours a day. You're going to be sticking your hand in a trash can. You're going to be dehydrating your skin with sanitizer water. You're going to not be able to swallow your spit when the phone rings because you have to pick up the phone. You have to say, hi, how are you? And you're just trying to swallow your spit. You're not going to be able to eat when you want. You're going to damage your cardiovascular system. You're going to have people hit and run you to do customer orders. You're going to be running around cleaning up a mess you didn't have strength to make. You're going to be audited. You're going to be accused of things. You're going to have to wear ugly uniforms, feel uncomfortable, pull your hair back, and God forbid you don't have much. You're going to have to be wet all the time. You're going to have body odors and all kind of odors. And the person who hires you for that, they're like, we need to do a criminal background check before we put you in prison. I'm like, you need to do a criminal background check before I get this kind of job? Motherfucker, this is prison. Give me the motherfucking job, motherfucker. Go ahead, lock me behind bars. I'm just trying to stay off the street. I'm like the homeless people that don't want to spend a cold night on the street. Come on, motherfucker. Get me in a prison. Come on now. But they want to do a criminal background check because they're not sure that you're qualified to be treated like a criminal. That's how FDA entrepreneurs are. They're always wanting to follow the books. Okay, we need to do a drug test. We need to do a criminal background check. And I'm like, no, this is prison. Every job is a prison. So you never have to do a criminal background check because you're about to pay me for a crime whether I committed it or not. You know what I mean? Don't glorify jobs like, oh, everybody's like, let me in, let me in, let me in. No. People are like, let me off the earth. Let me off the earth. Don't let me be homeless. Don't let me be homeless. Put me in a house. Put me in a house. But since you said that was the only way to do it, we go to prison to go back home again. You know what I mean? We go to prison to be put on parole for a few hours. But don't think that a job that you're offering needs a criminal background check because it doesn't. Ever. Because if you're a criminal, you are actually still in prison when you're working your job. So nobody ever has to do a criminal background check. That was just something to scare us. That was just like when you run across someone like me, who you're actually doing extreme wrong to, who never live for free because they always just pay with their nervous system to be here. Trump up the whole criminal background check. Let's raise it up to the high band and it's like, okay, so we have to do a criminal background check. We have to do a drug test. And let's see. Okay, so I see you have your IDs, but yeah, you still need to get your criminal background check. That's really important. We don't hire people without checking their background. I'm like, you don't put a person in prison until you check their background? Motherfucker, put me behind bars and give me my little pension so when I get out, I can do something with myself. Quit playing the fuck around, motherfucker. But that's so that white people can sit down and feel like they're not doing wrong to people like me. But you know who's supposed to get criminal background checks? Customers. Not the employee. See, the employee is locked behind bars being chateau d'if beaten. You don't have to check and see if they're a criminal because you're going to treat them like one anyways. But you know who has to have a criminal background check? Every customer that walks through that door before I give them a chauffeur, before I give them a boudoir, before I give them a makeover, before I give them my eternal soul as customer service, before I pick up the phone, before it rings the fourth time, before I say, hi, how are you doing while I'm suffering in my mind? While I'm actually handing them what they could use their own hands for, and while I'm cleaning window panes that I'm never going to touch that they smeared the dirt on, while I'm sweeping and mopping floors that I never walked on, Well, I'm picking up trash that's nasty off their tables that they did not throw away themselves because they have someone like me doing it for them. They need to have a criminal background check to see if they're worthy of such respect. Because God forbid they be a secret racist. God forbid they be a secret sadist. God forbid they be a secret hatist. And God forbid that they've done anything that the one who's serving them would have never done. But you know what? You put all these policies on employees. But every employee is just a person locked behind prison bars. There's not much to ask for. But see those customers that walk through the door? That's who you need to do a criminal background check for.